Hi, welcome to 100% LCFC. I'm Phil. As you can see, I'm down here at the King Power Stadium. Been doing a bit of filming with some of the guys that you'll see later in this week. We've got a few prizes to give away later this week from our sponsors. Thanks to all the guys down at ADT. Just thought I'd come on live while I was down here. If anybody's watching, Don's watching. Hi Don, how are you? All the way from Myrtle Beach. Get your views in. Let us know what you want us to talk about tonight. We'll be going live at 8:30. Myself and Tom. Hi Don, good to see you. And you, Carl. And Jason. Jason, you should all be working. Stop watching football while you're working. Lots and lots to talk about. What do you want to talk about? Get in the comments below. There's not much activity down here, as you can imagine, on a Monday. The big debate seems to be yesterday online through all the channels about Claude Puel. Is it ridiculous that we're already talking about whether Claude Puel is the right man to take Leicester on or not? Somebody tooting there. Give them a wave. Hello. Should we be even talking about Claude Puel or not? Neil's making me laugh because Neil says there's not much activity down here. A bit like Saturday then. Yeah, Neil, you are so right. Good grief, that was lacklustre, wasn't it? Sean's saying, is it a day off? How come you're not working? Like my brother always tells me, I don't do any work. I'd rather be doing the football stuff than real work. It's much more fun, isn't it? Yeah, Claude Puel, come on, what do we reckon? I mean, Paul Bentley's come straight in there and says, do we need a new manager? I think, Paul, that's going to be a big topic on tonight's live Fanzine show that we'll do every Monday with myself. Tom's joining us. If you want to join, put in the comments. Happy to add other fans into the video. Always looking for new fans to come and give us their views. Mike Jenner saying straight away Puel should stay, give him time. I think I'm right. I'm with you, Mike, at the moment. I don't think the majority of people are saying Puel should go. I saw a few Fanzine groups doing a poll on whether they think Puel should stay or go. I don't want to run a Puel on that. Waving to a few people, giving us a blue army. I don't think we should even run a poll myself yet on do fans want to keep Claude Puel or not, because I think it's a bit unfair. Few comments here. Nick Bliss saying his style doesn't suit the players we have. Yeah, well, Nick, have you all seen again, they're reported incidents, aren't they, that the players aren't very happy with the training that's going on. It's a bit boring, a bit lacklustre. Who's in charge down here? That's a question, isn't it? Who is in charge at the club? Is it the manager? Is it the players? Is it the owners? It's certainly not us fans, is it? Paul Bentley says something going on in the background. I don't think you mean the background here, do you, Paul? I think you mean the background at the training camp. Don is saying, we've been talking about the managers. Is there a larger problem? I'm not sure. Yeah, Graham Ball is saying, players' unrest reports. Certainly hearing that, aren't we? A few more comments. Jason Wales saying, got to be up for the debate. I think he could have done better, in my honest opinion. Yeah, you know, there's one thing losing, isn't there? I think every fan can take defeat, but Saturday it was a bit like, what are we trying to do? You know, it was a bit lacklustre at times. It's hard to take when you saw that the Newcastle players were way up for it compared to Leicester. You could tell that from the first 5 minutes, and then 60-70 minutes in, their players want it more. You know, we go 2-0 down, and again, having watched it on Match of the Day, at the match, I was sat in the family stand just back there, so I was blaming Casper, which I think was a bit unfair, because between Maguire and Morgan, that was just a right royal cock-up between the centre-backs, wasn't it? And Morgan was just caught in no man's land. Just a mess, wasn't it? I'm just going through some comments here. Mike Jenner is saying, the big question should be, why is Morgan playing instead of Dragovic? Very, very good question, Mike. Put in the comments below. Join us tonight and we'll discuss that one for sure. I believe I'm right in saying, well, Dragovic played 5 games on the trot. I don't think we let a goal in, and I think we won 5 on the trot or something. And then Morgan's come back from injury, and okay, he's a club captain, but he's gone straight back into defence. I don't think he's done too bad, but he definitely looks shakier. Nick is saying the players should not be in charge. That's disgraceful. Even if the manager should go, should be down to the chairman to make the decision, not the players. Sean Cherry says, hi Sean, thanks for watching, saying got to give Puel time. Let's have a proper transfer window. Bring in the players he wants. If he's sacked, then the players obviously rule. A few more comments. Paul Bentley is saying, let's get behind the players this weekend. Burnley away, isn't it? We're all down here. We're over at the Blues Bar before kick-off on Saturday. We're all discussing beat Newcastle. Hopefully Burnley will mess up at Watford. We'll be bang on the same points. We'll beat them at Burnley, and then, you know, 7th spot is ours. Boy, did that go wrong on Saturday, didn't it? Not only did we completely cock it up down here on Saturday, but Burnley went and won after being 1-0 down at Watford, showing great desire. And suddenly, if we were to lose at Burnley on Saturday, that's it, isn't it? 9 points behind them. Just been speaking with Ian Davidson, the Leicester Riders marketing director, who's told me, I've not seen it myself, but there's apparently the wages, the Premier League have issued the wage bills for different teams, and Ian was saying that pretty much everybody who's paid, the wage bill is reflected in what position you are in the league, i.e. Man City's got the top wage bill there, and they're top in the Premier League. Leicester, I think, have got the 7th highest Premier League wage bill, and we're 8th, so you sort of see where I'm going. The couple of teams who are a bit mismatched is Burnley have got the 3rd lowest and yet a 7th. So how are Burnley outperforming us? Is it Sean Dyche? Is it team spirit? Has our team spirit gone? And the other one is Southampton. Again, interestingly, with Claude Puel last season, they finished 8th last season and sacked Claude Puel. Have we got to be careful we don't carry that one on? Don is saying, do you start Okazaki or Fuchs in the next match? Another great question, Don. We'll tackle that one tonight. What do you think? Put in the comments below if you think Okazaki should come back into the first team. Should Fuchs? Don, by the way, be careful how you're spelling Fuchs there. But should Fuchs come in? Yeah, Mike Jenner's saying 5 clean sheets with Dragovic, and then all of a sudden he gets dropped. A lot of fans at the time were saying we must sign Dragovic on a permanent basis. Joey Kalawi, I hope I've said that right. Joey says, why does he continue with Diabate when he's not ready or good enough? I thought Diabate had some good touches on Saturday, if I'm honest, Joey, but again, you can tell he's young. Jason Wales saying, is that Puel in the black bag? Which black bag are you talking about, Jason? I'm trying to look to see if there's there. Will Sperry says, Chilwell or Fuchs? Great question. What do you think, Will? Who would you play? I thought Ben Chilwell was all right, to be fair, on Saturday. Nick Bliss says that he disagrees with Joey. I think Diabate was our most lively player on Saturday. Yeah, I thought he was all right at times. Don Cole is still spelling Christian Fuchs wrong. Don, I know you're American, but that's not how we spell Christian Fuchs. Check your spelling and stop swearing. Nick Bliss says Okazaki or Fuchs. Not Okazaki or Fuchs, Okazaki and Fuchs, I think Don was saying. Mike saying Burnley game is a must-win game. It was a must-win game before Saturday. I think, crikey, if we've got any hopes of being in on into the European spots, Burnley is beyond a must-win game, isn't it? Did we blow it on Saturday? There's another question for you. Reading through a few comments here. Don Cole saying spell checker. Yeah, be careful with your spell checker on Fuchs. I know I have to watch it. If you can like and share this video, it's just a bit of an impromptu lunchtime live. We've been into the club shop. We've been buying some goodies for prizes. Thanks to our sponsors, the guys at ADT Taxis, Peter's Pizzas, the Blues Bar. Thanks to all the guys at those places who give us a few quid here and there that helps us buy prizes and send them out. Yeah, if you could like and share the video, that'd be great. Does anybody want to come on live on the video tonight with myself and Tom? Come on the Fanzone show at 8:30. Do message me, put in the comments if you want to come on. I want more and more fans to come on and be part of 100% LCFC. We want to do more for you next season. Let us know what you want us to do more of. Do you like these little lunchtime lives? Mike Jenner saying, how good was Chowdhury? Had a great game, but had to try and do a lot. Yeah, I thought Chowdhury did have a good game. He's definitely... I've heard a few people say they think he's a bit more defensive, a fullback. He certainly was playing a holding game, wasn't he? So I thought Chowdhury, it was good to see him come on. I don't think Iborra, I'm a big Iborra fan, but I don't think Iborra was having a good game. I don't know if he went into the match injured. Is it time to bring Andy King back on loan? There's another question for you. We've got no Ndidi for Saturday. Iborra reportedly out for the rest of the season. Mendes out on loan. King's out on loan. Matty James has crocked again. Is it the end of Matty James? There's a question for you. Liam Barnes, happy to from down under. I think Liam's just saying he's watching all the way from Australia. Well, I'm not being funny. It's got to be a little bit more. A down under's got to be a bit more picturesque than my view, which is the good old power station opposite the King Power Stadium. Few more comments. Sean Cherry's saying the way we play seems to suit us more playing away from home. I think you're spot on there, Sean. Definitely think that's right. Dan says teams like Newcastle, Burnley, we should always be turning over. Let's hope we can pick up 3 points this weekend. Yes, bring back King. Don Cole is saying for Burnley, is it Silva and... Well, it's going to be Silva and Chowdhury, isn't it? We've loaned out Ujo and Slimani for up top. We've got no plan B. We've loaned out half the midfield. Did we need to loan out all these players? Did we really need to? Jason Well is saying great news on the ground expansion though. Yeah, I think that's right, Jason. It is good, but if we play boring football like Saturday, will those seats get filled? Another question on the ground expansion. How many seats do you think it should be? Should we up the ground to 40,000, 42,000, 45,000? Surely no bigger than 45,000, I would say. So that's another one to get your views in on. Mike Jenner's saying Silva and Chowdhury. Nick Bliss is saying Silva and Chowdhury this weekend. But he says problem is what happens if one gets injured. Loads and loads and loads for us to talk about. So join myself, Phil and Tom tonight on the Leicester City fan show that is Fanzone. We're just fans. We just talk Leicester City. It's the view from the stands. We want your views. We want you to come on the video. Come and talk with us. Get your comments in. See you at 8:30 tonight live for more fan chat. Thanks everybody. If you can like and share the video, I appreciate it. So from me, Phil, see you tonight at 8:30.